Well, student friends, again I am coming back to you on online teaching. In the previous class, we did discuss regarding the scope of business. I hope all of you understood what is the scope of the business. As I said earlier, business is like a air without which one cannot live or survive. Business is in one or the other form everywhere, every nook and corner of the world. But after having seen the concept of business, now let us come today. What is the new concept? What is the modern concept of business? Therefore, today I would like to touch upon the topic characteristics of modern business, not the traditional business. A new business, 21st century business, how it differs from olden days business, that is 20th century or 19th century business. The concept of business in the 21st century is changing in the changing times. Its objectives, functions, size, scale of operations are changing rapidly due to change in technology, market conditions, and business environment. Business of 21st century is a complex one with huge capital and huge turnover. Now let us discuss with the help of certain points how modern business is there. There are features or there are characteristics. There are in all very important, we identified 10 characteristics of modern business. Let me say from number 1, modern business, large size. Modern business is market driven. Modern business is technology based. Modern business is a novel, altogether unique. Modern business is a MNC type of business, multinational companies. Modern business is having a diversification. We call it as a ವಿವಿಧತೆ ಅಂತ ಕರೆಯುತ್ತೇವೆ. Modern business, the role of government in modern business is lesser and lesser. And in modern business, we notice that mergers and acquisitions are common. And modern business is having power. Next to political power is a business power. And business people in 21st century not only earning profit, but they are also not forgetting the social responsibility of business. That is corporate social responsibility. Nowadays, some portion of the profit is earmarked for social development, economic development of the country, welfare of the society. They are sparing their hard-earned money. With these few words, now let us go for in detail. Number 1, large size. Modern business is not a small. In olden days, small businesses are there. Now, modern business houses are large in size. The study made by Forbes says that 200 companies control 30% of the world economic activities. You imagine, only 200 companies are going to control 30% of the world business. In other words, I may say so, that there are certain firms whose revenue exceeds GDP of many nations. ಅಂದರೆ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಕಂಪನಿಯ ವ್ಯವಹಾರವು ಹಲವಾರು ದೇಶಗಳ ಆದಾಯವನ್ನು ಮೀರಿಸುವಷ್ಟು ಬೃಹತ್ ಪ್ರಮಾಣದಲ್ಲಿ ಬೆಳವಣಿಗೆ ಆಗಿವೆ. ಅದು ಸೈಜ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್. ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಸೈಜ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಜಿ ಎಮ್ ಅದ, ಜನರಲ್ ಮೋಟರ್ಸ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಈವನ್ ಥೈಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ದಾಗ ಏನಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನಾರ್ವೆ ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ಕಂಪನಿ. ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ multinational companies, we measure in terms of number of employees. In some companies, number of employees are lakhs and lakhs. General Motors, Wipro, Infosys in India. There we notice that even Tata also, number of employees basis large size, amount of investment base large size, size of investment is also huge. Therefore, we may notice that small is not beautiful nowadays, big is beautiful. Small is eaten away by the big giants or corporations or companies. India is also has a big business houses that have tremendous size in the terms of asset, sales, revenue. Now let us go for the what we call second characteristic, modern characteristics of modern business, that is market driven. Modern business organizer market driven, market motivated business, not the government motivated business. Governments are not having any interference in the field of business. You may see now in transportation, private sector is there. Even in telephone, BSNL was there. Nowadays, almost all governments in the entire world, they are withdrawing from the business, motivating or giving more scope to the private sector to enter into the business. Role of government, regulation of the government is minimal, means very less regulations, restrictions. Now the what you call market driven means market delighted, customers delight, customers relationship management. Today's what you call customer loyalty, these are the innovative ideas because of the market. Market always tries to understand the customer. What are the expectations of the customers are studied by the business houses, and they are going to produce and reach through any means. Now let us see other technology base. Previously, in olden days, technology was not there, very minimum, only that was restricted to only manufacturing. Now business perhaps of 21st century, in every business, in every form of business, technology is there. That is the core aspect. Without technology, no business. Even in grocery shop, we notice that through computer they are managing. If you go to any big bazaar or any medical shop, the computerization is there. If you go to any hospital, there also they are carrying their business, profession, even for blood testing, technology is used. For heart testing, technology is used. Without technology, no business, like that. The R&D, research and development on technology is huge in Western countries comparing to India. Without technology, no business. Flood of technology, rather to say. Flood. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೆರೆ ಹಾವಳಿ ಹೇಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತದೆಯೋ ಹಾಗೆ ತಂತ್ರಜ್ಞಾನದ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿ ರೆವಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ನಾವು, IT ರೆವಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ನಾವು ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಗೋ ಫಾರ್ ದಿ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್, ಮಾಡರ್ನ್. ಮಾಡರ್ನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆಧುನಿಕ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ನಾವು. ಆಧುನಿಕ ಏನು? ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಬಿಕಮಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡರ್ನ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ನ್ಯೂ ಟೈಪ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಆರ್ ಎಂಟರಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ದಿ market. Leading business of 21st centuries are IT. In 20 years back, IT business was not known to public. BT, biotechnology was not there, other service industries. Now, we may hear, it is a common everywhere, in every city, metropolitan city, IT industry, BT industry, BPOs, KPOs. BPO means business process outsourcing. KPO means knowledge process outsourcing. Even tourism, hospital, courier, entertainment recognized as industries. Now we can take the example of Infosys of Biocon, Apollo Hospitals, GTV, NDTV. They were no more in India before 20 years. But now every nook and corner of India, even rural village, they notice. So this is what you call a modern businesses are coming up, which were not heard of anywhere in the world. Next comes what you call MNC. Firms are not restricted to only a particular country. Now, multinational companies means companies are operating in more than one country, two countries. Some companies are operating in the entire world. Some companies used to say that we are selling in 20 countries, we are manufacturing in 10 countries, like that. MNCs are there. Procter & Gamble, MetLife, and HP, General Motors, these are all MNCs, Western companies. Indian companies, Tata, Ambani, Mittal, Swaraj Pal, Hinduja brothers, they are also worldwide. They are basically from India. Majority of MNCs, multinational companies, are belong to USA, UK, France, Germany and Japan. 5 countries controlling the entire world. 75% of the business is carried on by the what we call 5 countries, the advanced countries rather to say. Now let us come to the next one, that is what we call diversification. Modern business houses are entering into different areas of business. Previously only one cement company, paper company, steel company, like that we used to say. But nowadays, now we can take the example of Tata. Tata means previously used to Tata lorry, Tata truck, Tata bus, like that. Now Tata is producing pin to plane. ಒಂದು ಸಣ್ಣ ಸೂಜಿ ಇರ್ತದಲ್ಲ, ಸೂಜಿಯಿಂದ ಏರೋಪ್ಲೇನ್ವರೆಗೆ. ಟಾಟಾ ಲೋಕೋಮೋಟಿವ್ಸ್, ಟಾಟಾ ಸಾಲ್ಟ್, ಟಾಟಾ ಸೋಪ್, ವಾಟ್ ನಾಟ್. In every field, TCS, even Tata Consultancy Services. Like that, olden days, they were restricted to particular aspect of business. Now, diversification. ಅಂದರೆ ವೈವಿಧ್ಯತೆ, ವಿವಿಧ ಥರದ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದು. ರಿಲಯನ್ಸ್, say for example, petrochemicals basically. Now, mutual fund, Reliance, communication, Reliance, then ITC. ITC means people used to say ITC cigarette only. Now ITC tea powder is also there nowadays. ITC paper is also there, paper, printing paper. Now we may imagine that how diversification, bravery, UB, braveries, Kingfisher, Vijay Mallya's. They are also, they are doing hotel business, not only manufacturing or production of what you call alcohol or this excise related products, but also they are doing other businesses. Diversification into different areas of business gives a wider market reach. It also helps to reduce their business risk. Why diversification is required? Suppose one person is having a specialization in different subjects. There we may call him that a diversified personality. One person is having only expertise in one field, no diversification. Next comes role of government. Role of government in 21st century is very minimum. Every government is encouraging private sector to enter into business. Nowadays, you take the example of airlines, you take the example of road transportation, even power corporations, even schools, even hospitals. Now they are encouraging only private sector. Role of government is reduced like anything because of the LPG, that is liberalization, privatization and globalization, and emergence of what we call WTO, World Trade Organization. India also entered into the WTO from 1991 onwards. No restrictions. Removal of license Raj in India. So that becomes what we call globalization. Role of government has reduced like anything. They have given much importance to the what we call the private sector. And eighth one is mergers and acquisition. Now small is not going to survive very big problem. If they are not in a position to grow, they are required to merge with others. Or if they are having capacity, they have to buy other company. Then only they survive. This age is called as merger age, acquisition age. ಈ ಕಾಲವನ್ನು ಏನಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ MA ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ, ಮರ್ಜರ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅಕ್ವಿಸಿಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಹೀಗಾಗಿ ಏನಂತಂದ್ರೆ ದೊಡ್ಡದು ಸಣ್ಣದವನ್ನು ಸೇರಿಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತದೆ, ದೊಡ್ಡದು ಸಣ್ಣದನ್ನು ಖರೀದಿ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತದೆ, ಆಕ್ರಮಣ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತದೆ. ಅಥವಾ ಇಬ್ಬರು ದೊಡ್ಡವರಿದ್ದ ಕಂಪನಿಗಳು, ಅವರು ಈ ಹೀರೋ ಹೊಂಡಾ ಇದು ಹೀರೋ ಒಂದು ಕಂಪನಿನೇ ಬೇರೆ, ಹೋಂಡಾ ಕಂಪನಿ ಬೇರೆ, ಇದು ಮರ್ಜರ್ಸ್ ಆದಂಗೆ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಅದಾವೆ, ಮರ್ಜ್ ಆಗ್ತಾಯಿದ್ದಾವೆ. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಇನ್ ಟುಡೇ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ, ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೈಸೂರು, ದೇರ್ ವೇರ್ 8 to 9 what you call state banks were there, now merged. In Karnataka, Malappuram Gramin Bank was there, Varda Gramin Bank was there, Krishna Gramin Bank was there. No Gramin banks, all were merged, rural banks. Now Karnataka Rural Bank in banking sector, like that. So the merger is the need of the hour. Grow or perish, like that. Grow or perish ಅಂದರೆ ಬೆಳೀರಿ ಇಲ್ಲರಿ ಹಾಳಾಗ್ರಿ ಅಂತ ಬೆಳಿಬೇಕು, ದೊಡ್ಡವರಾಗಬೇಕಲ್ಲ, ಸಣ್ಣರಾಗಿ ಉಳಿದಿಲ್ಲ, ಗಾಳಿಗೆ ತೂರಿ ಹೋಗುತ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ಇವತ್ತು ಮಾಡರ್ನ್ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಟಿಮೇಟ್ಲಿ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಮಾಡರ್ನ್ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಆಫ್ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಪವರ್. ಎ ಪವರ್ means what to call strength. Who is having power in a democratic society or in a communist? Politicians are having more power over wealth and people. Now businessmen are having more power than politicians. Some used to say humorously, and also true, politicians are in the pockets of big business magnates. Big business magnates. Business people are even capable of buying the ministers, buying the chief minister, buying the what we call prime minister. So of course these words may not like, but this is true fact. We have to understand that business people are going to control or influence the government. Such what we call funding the government at the time of election, that is common. And now we may say in the parliament elections, even how many industrialists are entered the politics? Even right from Ambani, right from what we call Malya, Vijay Malya, he also became the what we call member of parliament. We may name nowadays number of politicians are becoming the business people. Business people are becoming the politicians. This is the common phenomena in 21st century. Lastly, business people, companies are earning huge. Say for example, Infosys company, that is Karnataka based, Narayana Murthy, Sudha Murthy based founded company. The average earning, net earning per quarter period means 3 months period, more than 3,000 to 4,000 net profit they are earning. Therefore they are under the impression that they understood that we earned from the society, let us spend money, some money for the society's development, corporate responsibility. They are what you call helping the north part of Karnataka poor students, poor scholarship. And Bill Gates Foundation, he also he founded one center at Hyderabad, AIDS awareness program. He funded 100 crores here to what you call reduce AIDS, let the youths be healthy. Therefore companies are also spending their earning on social development. Even Tata built a cancer hospital, that is for the sake of public health. Tata is advertising in the newspapers and also in TV media that consumption of tobacco, smoking leads to cancer. Be away from these habits. This is what you call how they are building social responsibility. With these few words, well, students, friends, let us close the today's online third lecture on the business environment. With other aspect, let us meet in the next time. Thanks a lot for giving me the opportunity to have a deliberation on the online teaching.